Welcome back. So, whenever you guys see me smiling like that, I'm up to no good. Just know that I'm up to no good, right? Not in a risky kind of way, right? But I'm about to be seriously mischievous. Just saying. So, we're back. Let's hope my privacy is not invaded once again, because that one you know that it's one apartment doing it. It's people from the one apartment doing it. And after I spoke about it and ended the video, uploaded the video, I went outside and they slammed their door so hard. They were so pissed. Like, you are the one who has been stalking me. Why are you pissed and slamming the door? I should be the one who is pissed and slamming the door. What? Don't like a taste of your own medicine? In Jamaica, they would say, jackass to the world on a level, and it's so true because, you're the one who's stalking me. Who should be pissed? Me. And the person slammed the door so hard, the entire apartment building shook. Like, boom. But they should have just slammed themselves in the wall. They should be ashamed. You should be ashamed to be stalking a woman. Don't you have something to do with your life? Is your life that empty? Are you that cold? Are you that bored? You live in Jamaica, you can't be that bored. Lots of entertainment. Every day, Jamaica is such an exciting place to be. You see, when you come here as a tourist, you experience maybe 5% of the culture, but the culture is so rich. It is such fun. Just try to get a Jamaican friend so you can see Jamaicans from the other side. And this is why when the girlies comes here, let me tell you what they've been doing, guys. We're going to talk about Kanye West spending Thanksgiving dinner with Consequence, because I believe he went to Consequence's house and he has a picture. He took a photo with Consequence's son. I think Consequence is another user of Kanye West. I think Consequence has, let me put it this way. I think that Consequence likes Kanye as a friend, but I also think that he's also a very bad influence on Kanye's behavior. So let's bookmark that. We're going to talk about that, right? But let me tell you what you people have been doing, you shady, tricky Americans. You know who have been gaining obsession on the Jamaican men? Like the Chinese girls, they've always had their obsession. The Danish girls, I don't know how they got into the equation. But you Black Americans, you all know, don't listen. So you Black Americans will come on TikTok and say, oh my God, I met this Jamaican man and I'm in love and I want to stay here with him. And we keep telling y'all to run. And when we tell you guys to run, you don't listen. And the white girls do it as well. But the difference with you Black American girlies, you're a bit smarter because you'll come and you'll have the sex and you'll have the fun. How do I know that they go that deep? They're telling us on TikTok and they're telling us that the sex is so good with these Jamaican men, and it's true. It's true. It's true. Okay. It's true. It's true. Whether it's coming from a guy or a girl, it's true. Not that I've been with a girl. I'm just saying it's true. Jamaican people, when it comes to intimacy, it's like a talent. They never miss. It's like a talent. They never miss. But you girls, this is what you girls do when you come here. Black and white, but especially the white ones. You guys are getting married to these men too quickly. And they're giving you red flags. And when we see the red flags, when we're on TikTok and we see the red flags and we're telling you guys that that's a red flag, the guy doesn't want you, you guys don't listen. And then you marry these guys, and then months later you learn that he's cheating with several other different women. And then you come back and TikTok cry. There's one girl now, she's white, she's Trish. She's like, she doesn't know if she wants to let go of her marriage. Is it Trish or Tasha? But we're saying, girl, let it go. You're still going to get your citizenship, right? Because the immigration law here is a bit relaxed, you know. But we're saying, girl, let it go. You're going to get your citizenship. The guy's not going to, like, Trish is sitting there and waiting for her husband to change, and he's not going to change. You know, when they start changing, when they start having erectile dysfunction. Let me tell you something. If a man is always cheating around and then one day he decides that he's going to change, it's because he has developed erectile dysfunction. But it's going to take you a while to figure it out because he knows it and he has been coming up with little means, ways and methods and taking pills. And it may take you a little while to figure it out. But anytime you see some of them that used to go wild, just ready to settle down, it's erectile dysfunction. Run. Okay? So my white girlies, you guys are marrying these Jamaican men too quickly. I know you want to get here, but you have to ensure. And guess what? You know what's so weird about it? It's that the African men are like the Jamaican men. When you meet a Jamaican man, remember that you have met a Nigerian man and a Ghanaian all in one. Jamaican men are the same as the Nigerian and the Ghanaian men. Remember that, because many of us descendants are either from Ghana or Nigeria. So they have similar traits. All right? When they love you and they will guide you and protect you with their life. And when they love you, they will never cheat on you. You see, if you take them to America, some of them will be so grateful. They will clean your house. They will wash, cook, and clean for you. They will cook round the clock. And Jamaican men love to cook late nights. So you have to watch that, because if you don't want to gain the weight, you're going to gain the weight. And don't think that when you gain the weight, he's going to have a problem with you and the weight. No, he's going to tell you you're perfect and you look really good. He's not going to tell you, oh, you need to. No, Jamaican men don't do that. Jamaican men, like, you see, if you have body issues and insecurities, just come to Jamaica, hang around the men, and they're going to tell you the sweetest words ever. Your belly is, no, your belly is exactly how it's supposed to be, and God knows why He gave you. They are going to sweep you off your feet. But for the white girlies, you're getting married too quickly to these men, and then you come and crash out. And when we're telling you what not to do on TikTok, you don't listen to us. So the white girlies are getting married too quickly. No, you black Americans, when you come here now, guys, you drink too much. You drink so much of the alcohol, and you can't manage the alcohol here because it is stronger. The alcohol here, it is strong, and it will have you doing things that you never even know you're conscious and capable of doing. So when you come here, watch the alcohol, especially if it's a Jamaican brand. It's really strong, and I don't know what the hell they put in it. We are convinced they're actually spirits in these alcohol because strong. If we're coming down with the flu, we take some rum with lime juice, sprinkle a little black pepper, take a shot, and you're good. Or we may do it with coffee and just sweat out the flu, and you're good. You don't need to take any pills or anything like that. But the African girlies, the African Americans, you will fall for the Jamaican men, but I must applaud you for not jumping into marriage quickly. You guys wait it out, and the marriages work out for you guys better when you finally decide to marry. So the white girlies need to copy that. Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay. So we're done with the relationship pointers. If you want to know anything about men in Jamaica, you can leave your questions below. But let me tell you this. If you want to find a Jamaican man, one that you can marry, just take a risk and marry overnight, choose one from the countryside. Do not choose any of the city boys. The city boys, they are like the boys in LA, right? Like the boys in LA. Like my community, it's kind of like LA, to be very honest. It's kind of like LA. And I'm not wealthy, don't come for me, but it's just filled with rich ass famous people. Rich ass famous people in my rich famous people. And they'll talk to you. If I go to the pharmacy and I can't afford my prescription, they'll pay it for me. They'll pay it. And if I go to the grocery store and my money cannot cover my grocery, they'll pay it for me. So I love this neighborhood, but I just don't like this apartment. But where I live, it's just apartment buildings. Like there's an apartment at the front, there's one to the side, there's one to that side, and then there's one right there. There's some individual houses here as well. Some individual houses across the street. And then on the other side of that, there's a ghetto, right? But where I live, I love it. The people are very civilized. Very civilized. It's just one family here that doesn't know how to mind their business. And it's the people at apartment 6. They don't know how to mind their business. Everyone else will have a little bit of gossiping, but the ones at 6 consistently stalks me for whatever reason. I don't know. I live a simple ass life. Simple life. I'm just a regular person. I'm going somewhere. I may walk to that destination and walk back. I'm just a simple person. But I just choose my friends carefully. People think that I act like a white girl, and I don't know. I don't see how they get that impression of me. Like, my siblings do it to me too. They call me a white girl, and I don't see it. I just believe in decency. I believe a person should be decent. And I believe that you should be respectful of others. And I believe that you should often put your best foot and your best face forward. I'm not too much in the aesthetics, but if I'm going somewhere, I love to look good. I'm going to look good. I'm going to look rich. I'm going to look expensive. And that's just what I like to do. There are times when I'll wear like jewelry pieces, because I sell these. The sales aren't going well now. So I wear them a lot and I switch them a lot, and oftentimes they're just fashion pieces. So I switch them a lot. But since I've moved here, I notice the people here, they tend to watch me a lot. So because they do it, I try not to wear certain stuff. Like I will repeat the same clothes repeatedly, because I'm wondering, like, are they watching me thinking that I'm wealthy or something? Because I think everyone on my apartment is wealthy besides me. I think so. But it's just that maybe because I'm the only single one here, they might be wondering how I manage my expense and stuff when they have to team up with someone else. Maybe that's what they're thinking. But I live below my means. And I make do with whatever I can afford. I don't party. I don't party anymore in Jamaica. When I was younger, I'll be partying every day of the week. not a day off, not a day off. And my tits would be out, my ass would be out. But as I got older, I realized that I can't live my life the same. And then I started shifting more to the spiritual side. And, I love peace, I love quiet, and I love a little vibe occasionally. I love when my daughter comes by, and I love when she brings my little granddaughter, my grandpuppy, Willow. Like sometimes Willow will be here with me for weeks, and it's just Willow and I, and we would go for little walks here and there, or we would go outside and we'll sit outside on the patio, and I will, just show Willow everything and talk to her about everything, because Willow is a little smart ass. She understands too much about life for a dog. She understands, like Willow is a girl's girl. If I'm putting on lip gloss, Willow wants lip gloss too, and you better give her some or else she's not going to allow you, and she will sit and turn her back to you and she will just give this, that teenage sassy attitude. Willow gives that. If I say, I'm going on the road, Willow, and if I start putting on perfume, Willow is not going on the road without her perfume, honey. She wants her perfume. And if I'm putting on mascara, Willow wants her mascara too. Willow is so girl-coded. So sometimes when I tell her mom to bring her over, her mom doesn't bring her over because she feels like she's going to miss her best friend, because as a doggy, she's so girl-coded. She's a girl's girl. Trust and believe. And if you're doing your hair, Willow wants her hair to be done. And if you're putting on jewelry, Willow wants jewelry. So she has a little personality, and it's nice having her here. So, but it's winter, so I have to apply this a lot. The time is drier than normal. Time is so dry. Oh, know what I'm going to do? I'm going to plug in my humidifier so that I can have some moisture in the room, because it's cold, right? No. You said, I told you guys that maybe this is the only thing I'm dedicated to. Last week I was wearing brown. This is a pink shade. It's here. Look at this. It's the Warley. This one, they have different ones. This is step 1. Sometimes they have the nail hardener. So this is a Orly. So if you like the shade, you can get it. You guys, let me see if you guys can see the shade. I can't see well, My glasses is broken, and sometimes because of the Graves' disease, my vision, sometimes it's blurry, and another time it's fine. But I need to get myself some new prescription lens. Anywho, let's talk about Kanye West being at Consequences house for Thanksgiving. Let me see, because our girl Marnique sent me the clip, and it says you're taking pictures at Thanksgiving dinner with Consequence son, Caden. Now, as I was saying, guys, about Consequence, right? I see Consequence defending Kanye a lot, but here's my problem with Consequence. When Kanye West was dragging Kim Kardashian, you guys know we keep it real when it comes to Kim, right? When he was dragging Kim, Consequence did not encourage Kanye to stop. He was on social media saying that Kanye West is not telling a lie. Now, you might say, but if he's not telling a lie, Star, his friend should defend him. That's true. That is true. But the circumstances at the time was not favorable, and it wasn't ideal for Kanye West because he was going through his psychosis disorder. Now, I know a lot of people, you guys love to defend Kanye West and say, How is Kanye West going through psychosis disorder? You could see it if you understand bipolar, and he basically admitted it at one point, and that's when he went away and went to the treatment facility where he was at in Spain. So he went to that rehab center in Mallorca, Spain with Bianca. So what I'm saying is that Consequence needs to understand when it is healthy for him to defend Kanye West and when it is unhealthy for him to defend Kanye West. Kanye also gives Consequence a lot of money. So because of that, Consequence is a friend to Kanye. And I believe he's a decent friend to Kanye West, but I don't think he's a good friend to Kanye West. And I'm not saying it because I hate him. I have absolutely nothing against Consequence. As a matter of fact, maybe Consequence is the only friend that he has that I like and have some amount of trust in when it comes to Kanye's health. Consequence. He seems to be more mature about life, and he seems to be a bit more serious about life. But I don't know if it is, maybe if I should speak to him in person, I would get a better understanding, and maybe he would break it down to me and explain to me that he's not enabling Kanye's behavior. He just sees it as supporting Kanye's behavior. Oh guys, if you want to see my closet, I can give you a little closet tour. No. The closet, it's a big space for a poor girl from Jamaica. Don't think I'm wealthy if I show you my closet, because I'm not. But I don't have any shoes. I don't have any shoes. Let me tell you why. I have funny feet. We're going to get back to Kanye and Consequence. Going off on a tangent, but sometimes I like these conversations. I have shoes, but I don't have any shoes. All right, so I have some shoes and I have some sneakers, right? But the shoes that I have, because I have funny feet, after a while they don't fit. I have done everything that I can. I buy them smaller. I buy leather and they stretch. So I just have a bunch of shoes that I can't wear. So I don't count them. I see them as I don't have any shoes. And then guess what happened? My daughter has the same problem. She has petite feet. And because her feet is so petite, she has the most beautiful pair of feet that you'll ever see on a human being. And I'm not telling you that because she's my daughter. She doesn't wear slippers. She doesn't wear slippers because every time she does, she's like, it's too much. But she has a lot of shoes as well. And they are good quality, Clarks, leather and stuff. But it's just that we have funny feet. So for her, she'll go with a 6.5, and after she wears it a couple of times, it stretches, cannot fit her anymore. She buys the size, well, her dad buy most of her footwear. She's a spoiled child. So if he buys like size 6, it's gonna squeeze her for a while, then it fits, and then after a year, it doesn't fit. So we have that problem. So after every year, I would have to be buying shoes consistently. And there are specific shoes that I wear. But because I've had a bad year, I've had a bad year this year. Starting last year into this year, I've had a bad year. So I haven't gotten the opportunity to buy the shoes. And the shoes that I have, I'm having attachment issues with them. I don't know how to let go of them. But if I show you my closet, I'm not wealthy. Don't think I am. It's a little walk-in closet. And you're going to say, but how you have so much stuff? When last have you worn some of them? Some of them I haven't worn them since I've given birth to my daughter. And she's what, 25? She'll be 25 soon. So 25 years I haven't worn some of them. But I'm holding on to those pieces for her. I gave her one piece because some of the dresses are so expensive. I gave her one and I wanted to see how she treats it, and she didn't do so well. So I said, let me hold on a little bit longer and see if she, gets more mature with taking care of stuff. And that's why her father stopped buying her clothes, because she doesn't take good care of them. I'm telling her business on social media. But her father would buy her some of the... I'm going to leave this audio for you guys to hear. When I tell you guys I live in a dome, to how the apartments are situated, it's like it's a dome. So the person across the apartment is talking. They're not talking loud, but you can hear them and you can hear everything they're saying. So I'm just saying, her father used to buy her some really nice stuff, designer and stuff. Cute. Beautiful. But because she was getting them so much, she was like, and her dad was like, okay, you need to learn some responsibility. But she just feels entitled because she's an only child, and we need to pull back from that sense of entitlement. Right? Anywho, as we were saying, with consequence, I do think he's a good friend, but I think that he's a form of enabler as well. I think that he shouldn't encourage Kanye West to go off on Kim, because, I think what he's looking at is the fact that Kanye is hurt about a lot of things as it relates to Kim, and which I can understand. But why I would say he should not encourage Kanye's behavior is because it's not helping Kanye West. It's only enabling him to stay stuck in that cycle where he's not healed, and Kanye needs healing so that he can move on properly. And we're going to talk about something else in another video. Something that Kim Kardashian said that I have been suspecting, and Kim has confirmed my suspicion. And it's with Bianca and Kanye West. Bianca is using Kanye West. Bianca doesn't mean Kanye West any good. Yeah, I'm going to give you that heads up from now. And I'm not believing it just because it's Kim. I have been telling you guys that I suspected it. She doesn't mean him any good. Kanye needs to get rid of her and find himself someone that's mature. And I think he needs to date a black woman who has good family values and great family ties, who are Christians, who will consistently surround him with love and prayer. And she should be a business-minded person, so that she have her own thing going. He needs himself a Keisha Kayor. I think he should come to Jamaica and find himself a wife. I think he should come to Jamaica, find himself a older gal, one that is from the countryside. One from the countryside. And I think he should choose one from my countryside. Or one from St. Elizabeth. Yeah. I think you should choose one from either Portland, St. Thomas, or St. Elizabeth. Those are as humble as it gets. Not saying the others aren't, but I think you could just choose a rando and you would be fine with a girl from those areas. Or choose a Caribbean girl with great values, great norms, great values, who has a strong personality and who will be strong. Yeah, the person just sneak back outside because I'm talking. I should not talk. I'm going to spray some insect spray through my window. I'm going to do it. I'm going to spray. I'm going to start spraying insect spray through my window. And I'm going to do a heavy amount. And I'm going to get the straw that you attach to the nozzle. So it goes one way. It doesn't spread all over like that. It goes one way. Because what is that? What the heck is that? But I'm just saying, I think he needs to find himself a girl from the countryside, one with great family ties and values, one that loves farming, because I believe Kanye needs to be connected to nature because nature is healing, guys. Connect to nature as much as you can because it's healing. There are days when I go on a 10-mile walk, 10 miles. And at first it was very hard. Yes, guys, so the sun is coming up. If you notice, the screen kind of looks washed out. It's because the sun is coming up. So in here is getting brighter. So I'm just saying, I'm going to spray some insect spray through my window. People need to mind their own business. I'm a nice person. I'm a very nice person. But I believe in boundaries. And I don't like people invading my personal space nor privacy. I don't take things like those lightly. I don't. I'll take legal actions for those things. I've taken a few legal actions against a few people here, and I gather my information and get it together, and I take them to court, and I never had to get a lawyer. I go in and I represent myself, and I represent myself really, really well. I know how to represent myself because I wait until the person has excessively. I wait until it's excessive, and I ensure that I create people, like create evidence, witnesses, I should say. So I'm going to create some witnesses. I'm going to do it. It's so annoying because sometimes you just want to sit back, relax, and talk all the nonsense that you want without someone, just invading your privacy consistently. Like, what's your problem? Are you bored? Read your Bible. We're in the last days. Read your Bible. And guys, how do you feel? Do you see the things that are happening across the world? The volcanic eruption, the flooding in the Philippines. Oh my God, that one. The flooding in the Philippines, like, oh my God. And then there is, what's the other country? It's not just the Philippines. Indonesia. Flooding in Indonesia. And flooding in Malaysia. A lot of people died, And then in China, so there were 3 apartment buildings, towers, side by side. And there was a guy who intentionally lit one of them. And all 3 caught on fire. And it's over 200 people missing. They can't find them. But once they go in, they're going to find their bones because they have to be dead. But they're only saying missing because they have to find their remains first. So they have by the time those people remain, it's going to be over 300. They have arrested the guy. But I'm saying, it's just so horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. No, guys, I'm going to promise you this. Here's what I'm going to do for you guys because I want to switch things up on this channel and I want us to have a little bit more fun, right? I want us to have a little bit more fun. I'm not a bad cook and I'm really good with some dishes. So I want to do 2 live videos. My kitchen is very tiny. Very tiny. I don't even like going in here. True, it is very tiny. I don't like going in there, but I'll go in there. So we're gonna do 2 live videos cooking, and we're gonna have to do it in parts. So one, I'm gonna do stew peas and show you guys just how easy it is to do stew peas. And when I show you how to do the stew peas video, don't let no one convince you to do it any other way. If you replicate the steps, I'm going to do it so easy. And you don't need any seasoning besides natural seasoning. Red peas, pigtail, and if you want to add another protein source, coconut milk. And that's it. And we're going to do a video with rice and peas and oxtail. All right, so we're gonna go live and cook two things. I don't know which day yet. It's not gonna be soon, or maybe I may do the stew peas video. I don't know when. Or maybe I may not do it live, but do it delay because of how you have to prepare the stew peas. Like there are different steps and stuff that I do, so I may do that delayed in parts and then combine it to one video. But if you make it to the end of this video, guys, let me know which you prefer. Okay, all right, we're gonna talk some more later. Bye.